Hi there, everybody. This is John Drew here from Elevated Planet.
Angela Gabrielle here from Elevated Planet, and we'd like to welcome you to today's Pam Gregory meditation.
Yep, it's going to be, a bit of the usual kind of magic. And I do love this because, there's a lot of stuff going on, as we know, in the external at the moment with conflicts and supposed conflict resolution, then no conflict resolution. It was interesting, actually, Jolie. I saw earlier, was it Kelly Kolodny?
Mhm.
Had put a short out there. She's in Rome at the moment.
Oh,
And she
nice.
was saying that, and they're doing a bit of a pilgrimage, following along the ley lines and stuff and connecting with
Mhm.
Archangel Michael. And the point that Kelly was saying is that we need to protect our energy right now because of the whiplash of, everybody building up hopes there is going to be a peace agreement. Then the next day it gets completely dashed and turned on its head. It's a time when, we need to protect our energy. So it'll be interesting to see what Kelly comes out with over the next few days, because, she's going to be channeling Archangel Michael there, right in Rome and in the caves as well, that they're heading to next as well. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, protecting your energy is a key thing right now. And to that degree as well, we will be going into a section by Alan Watts directly before the Pam Gregory guided meditation, purely because it speaks to this. It talks about the energy exchanges that are taking place and how to master them so that we are not adding to the problem, which is exactly what Pam talks about for her meditation as well. We always focus on the emotions that we want ourselves and others to feel as well. We don't get dragged down into the density because doing that means you are magnetizing those energies towards you and towards the problem, and you're feeding the problem. So, yeah. And the other thing I wanted to mention on that as well is that for the Sunday show that we've got coming up, which is actually going to be a premiere this time rather than the typical live. The reason being that it's my wife's birthday, so we're going away. Um, so there won't be a newsletter, but there will be a premiere of the usual. So we did part one of the Yeshua Ben Joseph channeling from Pamela Cribb last week, and with part two this week. And we are going to be going through that. So that is going to be a big part of the show. But also, we're tapping into some Alan Watts wisdom on that as well. I mean, what do you think about? I mean, having gone through the show, Jolie, what do you think?
I think it's very uplifting and it's actually makes you think and it helps us to, I guess, give ourselves the self-love we deserve. Because when we looking at this show and really grounding Joshua into some positive life force energy that we can absolutely identify with. And that's what I love about it. I know that
Yeah.
was long-winded.
No, 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 no. And the other thing is with the piece by Alan Watts is really quite powerful because, again, as a perspective setter for the world around us, I think it is super powerful and what's the word? Liberating, right?
Yes, very
So
much so. That's the word, liberating.
that's what it does. It kind of encourages you to take a step back. Like we get caught up in the weeds, right? You don't see the wood for the trees because we're confronted with stuff day in, day out. And yet, the perspective that Alan paints on this,
Yes,
it really helps you to see it through a different lens and not
yes,
get drawn in.
yes. I
So I
agree.
think So I think that's really powerful, and I think it makes for a fantastic show. So if you can tune in on Sunday, please do so. And all comments will be welcome as always. And yeah, I think that's going to be really interesting. And again, the Yeshua work is not done because the other thing that again I've spoken about this a few times recently. But the Jesus the Autobiography book is really interesting. And and the other thing actually, Jolie, and I've mentioned this to you, but the other thing that he constantly references is what do you call it? What's the book that's been around since the 1970s? The How,
Is it the Kybalion?
no, it's not the Kabbalion. It's not that. Oh,
Nag Hammadi, no?
no, 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 it's not. I should remember this. I don't normally, I'm not normally stretching for it at all, but it's a famous book from the 1970s, which was, um,
1970s. Okay, I'm really out of the out of
yeah,
the
no,
time zone.
70s or 80s, and it's like a channel book. It's a like Conversations with God kind of book, um, from that era. I will post it. I'll put it retrospectively because I'm disappointed I can't remember it straight off the top of my head because it's a book that everybody in the spiritual world knows about. Many people will have read it, but he keeps referencing this book because he is part of that book back in the 1970s and the 1980s or whatever it was, bringing that. In fact, I'm sure it was the 70s that he actually was part of the creation of that book. And it's the equivalent of Conversations with God that came along in the 90s, right? It was like 20 years before that. It's the program. It's like that how frustrating is that?
You'll get it. It will start meditating and bing, it's
Exactly.
on.
Yeah, yeah. I'll stop the meditation. It was,
No,
yeah. Anyway, apologies. I can't remember it now, but it'll come back to me and I will put it in the comments below. So, anyway, we are going to go to the piece by Alan Watts now because it leads straight into the Pam Gregory meditation to start it at 7 o'clock UK. So we need to do
yes.
that right now. And at the end, as you know, we don't come back. We just let you drift off on your meditational little, bliss and just disappear off into your own little sunset. So here we go. We will grateful for you being here, and here is the meditation, and starting off with Alan Watts.
The best way to end something is to let it starve. You see, conflict thrives on attention. The moment you engage, you feed it. And whatever you feed grows. But if you simply let it be, if you withdraw your energy, it withers away, like a fire deprived of air. The world is built on patterns, loops of cause and effect. Most people stay trapped within them, reacting endlessly, playing the same game over and over. But here's the secret. You don't have to play. Step back, and the game collapses. Step away, and new pathways unfold. Where attention goes, energy flows. So if you wish to move forward, let go. Do not return negativity. Do not wrestle with what seeks to pull you in. Instead, remove yourself entirely. Break the cycle, and life will adjust to your absence. This is where real power lies. Not in resistance, but in redirection. You are not bound to old loops. You are the creator of new ones.
So as we begin this meditation, you might want to light a candle or burn some incense. Just make sure you're not going to be disturbed and have a sense of creating sacred space. Set a clear intention that this is for your highest good, the highest good of all, and the highest good of the earth. Use a mantra of we're welcoming in an ever-expanding consciousness of love. And then just take 3 long, slow breaths. And try and make the exhale a little longer than the inhale. You might even pause for a few seconds at the end of the exhale. Let your jaw go slack and all the tiny muscles around your eyes soften. Let your face soften, and you feel that heavy, softening relaxation just spreading down through your body, arms, your legs. Feel like butter melting in the sun. We're coming together with open hearts, and we're shifting the collective timeline every time we do this. So imagine our global community. We're creating a sacred global circle. Imagine holding our hands across the world and connecting with our hearts. Some of you may even feel a strong vortex of energy going around the world, connecting all of our hearts together. And know that inside your heart, very small but very bright, is a tiny flame. It's your life force that connects you to the divine. And in the center of this circle, put any living being who you feel or know is suffering right now. People in war zones, people in poverty, disease, famine. You can put animals, birds, all of sentient life. People in extreme weather conditions, earthquakes, volcanoes, anyone or anything who needs help and healing, put them in the circle. And we're not going to dwell on the suffering because that will magnify it. We're going to raise our consciousness beyond that. So start to see waves of very soft, gentle, pale blue light. Waves coming in, soothing, calming, all the extremes within that circle. Calming all the grief, the sadness, the hunger, the suffering. See it all soothing and calming as a mother would calm a child. And you can continue to visualize these soft blue waves of calm light all the way through your day if you wish. And then come back to that tiny, very bright flame of light inside your heart, your divine connection. And as you drop into this light and your breath, imagine that you're breathing in and out through the heart as if it were your lungs. And start to see this light get brighter, stronger, bigger. And feel that we're joining together with that heart light all over the world. Feel the expansion of love that we're creating every time we do this. And as your heart light expands, feel love, joy, compassion, peace, freedom, freedom for all beings. And we're connecting in this ever-growing web of light around the earth. And start to feel with your breath and your heart light that we're feeding this web of light with those positive emotions: love, joy, peace, compassion, freedom. And imagine this web of light is alive. It's shimmering. It's becoming bigger and brighter all around the earth. We're creating this from the invisible with our focus and our love, and this is how realities are created. You might even notice that other beings are starting to join us. More people, more animals, maybe the elementals, the fairies, the tree beings, our galactic family perhaps, coming together in an army of love, a tsunami of love that is bringing more connection and a sense of oneness to all of humanity. And this tsunami of love adds power to this web of light. You might see it as silver golden, sparkling, brilliant, shimmering, vibrant and alive, and taking on its own momentum. And we're doing this by weaving the harmonics of creation with the divine. It's creating an unstoppable force to transmute all of the suffering from darkness into light. We're lifting all of life on Gaia and maybe beyond. And you might even feel that these pulses from our shimmering web of heart light are starting to reach out into the cosmos via this bigger web of light. They're stretching out like galactic superhighways of love. They're reaching out to our galactic family. And also, in this web of light, they're weaving back to Gaia all of life connecting, even to the inner earth beings and all of those high intelligences. Everything has more life force now. Everything is more lit up, more heightened, more sparkling. There's a sense of pulsing oneness and harmony across our entire creation. Everything is connected to support the other in this web of light. This is cosmic love and unity consciousness weaving together to create a new reality in higher timelines where anything is possible. We're raising the love and light quotient on the earth. We're creating new stepping stones of light for others to follow. We can change timelines in a moment. We're coming together in thousands every day in one focused intention to build a more loving new earth. We're the bridge builders, the pioneers who will be talked about in history books. We're embodying that new frequency. We are new earth. We are creating a new energetic template. And our legacy will be that we stood strong in our light, our love, and our joy as acts of defiance as the battles raged around us. We're imprinting the energy field with a blueprint of a higher version of humanity, with compassion. And our legacy is how much we raise the love quotient in the world. We're warriors of light and warriors of love. Know that deeply in your heart. We're welcoming in an ever-expanding consciousness of love. And you might just check to see if we've eased the suffering somewhat since we started. And do you feel calmer, clearer, as if the lights have been turned up? Did you see a vision of the future we're creating together every day? Know our power as we come together in numbers every day to do this with spiritual dedication. Every day when we do this, we're adding to the tsunami of love across the world and the living light, which is creating a very different reality for us all. It's a powerful legacy to say that you could not have done more for love in this world as a bridge builder. And gradually, you might start to feel your body again. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And just come back to the room. I just want to thank you and send you many blessings to you all for being with me on this journey of immense courage and transformation. God bless.